Hello, everybody.
Hello.
TLC. I am seriously going to get like...
You know what? I was trying to watch it on the camera. I'm not very good like that.
That's so funny.
Live at
6:30. I'm going to tilt this down a wee bit. Right,
By the
because
time we get ready.
we were just hanging
going.
out, chatting. I was flexing. Look at that.
Oh, that's
Bam.
good, darling. That's good.
Bam.
That's good.
Bam.
Nicely done, darling.
Thanks.
That's very good.
It's from my waving of the hand in therapy. I knew it was doing something.
Totally is.
I just need to do it the other way so it gives my bat wings.
Everyone's
Everyone's in the house!
Yay!
Yay!
Right on.
Super cool. Okay, so what we're chatting
Oh.
there. What we're chatting about, darling? Oh, can we do an English accent?
Perhaps that might be fun.
Yay.
Yes, that might be fun.
Oh, we've missed you too, darling. Stop going away on us. All right.
All right, so it's communication. And are you a good listener?
Are you? Do you think you're a good listener? Because, I lost my accent. Okay, I'm just going to do it without it. How many of you think that if you're just quiet, accents. How many of you think if you're just quiet, that means you're a good listener? Nuh-uh. Meg's in the house as well. All right, so, no to the accents, Erin, or no to the silent is a good listener?
Oh, yes.
I'm confused, darling. I got a ha though. Okay. Yeah, because how many people think that if I'm just listening, that means I'm a good listener? No, because you're probably thinking about what you're going to do next, or you're hungry, or what are you going to eat? If I'm quiet, I zone out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then what happens if you're the person sharing and the other person is like, oh, what?
And you can tell. You can tell. Their eyes kind of glaze over.
Yes.
Or as you were just doing, their heads moving, their eyes are kind of moving around, kind of, as you say, thinking.
Bad.
Wow.
Bad. Don't do it. That's a surefire way to let your loved one know that you are not trustworthy.
And friends and family and co-workers, all of it. Like it's in every conversation.
Yeah. Well, they're loved ones.
Yeah.
Not all co-workers.
No.
You, my co-worker, are. Okay. So, we don't really... Oh, your accent is way better because you're like Texan, girl. Actually, no, you're not. You're Scottish. I would love to hear your Texas Scottish thingy. Okay. We're going to chat about what all the qualities of... I have no idea what accent I've got going on now. What are the qualities of a good listener that we've thought of? And then we're actually going to go to a resource that I just pulled out, and it's from my bloody guiding days. It's like from 1995, for Pete's sakes, because it has my maiden name in it. What accent's that now?
I think you're going Scottish on us, darling.
Meg, how am I doing, darling? Now it's changing.
Jeez.
Okay. It's way more fun when we have an accent. Okay. I love all you'll hear. Okay. Do you want to do the
yes.
the ones that we came up with?
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to reenact one or enact one.
Not a chance. It was not Scottish.
No. All right. Honey, I think I want to be a vegetarian. I want to give that a go.
What the hell for? That's ridiculous.
Well, no, it's something I want to try. I've been reading up about it, and
what are we going to eat? Why would you do that?
Well, I know what I'm going to eat. It's up to you whether you do. You don't have to. It's
Yeah, so in that moment, and I actually got to experience this, what might be happening for the listener, and that was me, even though I was quite chatty, is all of a sudden, by her going vegetarian, I'm now going, oh my God, am I supposed to? What's the changes that are going to happen in our lives? Does this mean that I'm going to have to cook my own steak? Am I unethical if I don't go vegetarian?
And I am now trying to defend myself. I'm feeling like I need to defend my choice of what I want to do because of your reaction to sounding like all angry at me. Oh,
Yeah.
angry cat. So, yeah, it didn't sound like you listened to me at all. You were
didn't.
all worried about you.
Yes, I've made it all about me.
That's brutal. And that's just
how
one
often?
example
Yes.
of that.
Like so many people do. They'll flip it to them. Sometimes because you've struck a chord in them of like, well, what is this going to mean? Right? But sometimes because people will listen, so then they have something to contribute. Right? So if you tell a story, honey, you should have seen the kayaking experience I had the other day.
Oh, wow. What was that?
Yeah, it was amazing. And then, I went down the river and I got stuck. You went up me.
Oh, wow. You got stuck. Holy, well, did you hit the big rapids? Because, wow, when I hit that, I almost tipped over. I almost rolled it.
And so now it's over to her. Right? Like both examples, it came from somebody sharing to it's now about the other. Right? So this one was one-upping and like looking for a moment to be able to be like, now I could tell you my story.
Yeah.
Now I can be in there.
Bigger. Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever noticed that? I've actually spoken with people where I can tell that they're not listening to me anymore. They're waiting for me to stop talking so they can add their story or speak their story. And then I think I'm out. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to continue after this.
So
scenario.
how amazing is that, right? To learn that sometimes if you're the one that's interjecting for a story, that now you've shut them down and they're like, okay, well, right? Ultimately, I think it is a trust thing. It's like, if you're not going to hear me, then why am I going to bother?
Yeah.
I can get caught up in the one-upping, right? So if I say something and then someone one-ups me, I'll be like, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm like, well, hang on a second. And then I'll get into that until I realize what it is. And I think a lot of this results to, like, if one of your main wounds or mistaken beliefs is that you worry that you don't belong, I think this would be a really big one that you would maybe fall into all the time. Not all the time, but fall into. Okay, can we go into this now?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the old book that I found. It's from 95 was this particular edition. What about when the opposite is true and you have a person that is a conversation? Oh my gosh.
Right? And it's funny because I wanted to speak to that when you were speaking because it is that. It's like you can't get anything in. They just take it. You start and they take it. I've actually I started actually timing when I'm with family. I couldn't believe it that when I walk into my family's place when I did in an hour, let's say, I probably spoke a total of maybe 5 minutes. If I could put it all together, maybe 5 minutes. In an hour, I'm just listening and nobody's asking how I am. No one asked how I am. And so I actually didn't volunteer either. I do now, but I didn't used to. I waited for that sort of permission to speak in a way. It's so interesting. Yes, the conversation hog, definitely.
I love that though. So how many people that aren't speaking are you waiting to be invited in versus interjecting yourself? And the person that is the conversation hog, that's tough. Like it's probably a part of that, needing to be important, needing to have recognition. So with them, you've picked up on this and I love it because I've had a couple of conversations where Linz will listen in and you're like, and this particular person I'm thinking about, she would circle back and like we'd go off on a topic, she'd come back and say the same damn thing and then go off and then come back and say the same damn thing. Well, if I stopped and validated her and be like, I totally hear you. It makes sense that you think it's that way. I'll get that. Then she probably would have felt seen and heard and it might have
Yeah.
calmed down a bit
Yeah.
and been a bit more back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, we're talking about
Good.
the listening part, right?
Yes, yes.
That was a good one, Meg. Thanks. Totally have that. Okay, so I wonder which one you totally have. That you are, around people that conversation hog. And then how do you can you interject or do you wait to be invited? Because, I mean,
Right,
I kind
yeah.
of fall into both. You mostly wait to be invited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Blocks to listening from this awesome book, Messages. This was given to me when I was guiding, and it was part of the training. I have not read the whole book, I have to be honest, but damn, it's good. The parts that I have. Blocks to listening, comparing. Okay, you can't let much in because you're too busy seeing if you measure up. Guilty. Mind reading. The mind reader pays less attention to words than to intonations and subtle cues in an effort to see through the truth. Guilty. Rehearsing. You have to look interested, but your mind is going a mile a minute because you got a story to tell or a point to make.
Yeah, you're just waiting for that moment to break in.
Yeah, we're going to come
Brutal.
back. I want to check out those
Yeah,
comments.
that's really good.
Filtering. So when you're listening, you're filtering out what's important, what's not important. Judging. A basic rule of listening is that judgments should only be made after you've heard and evaluated the content of the message. What a concept is that?
Wow.
Right?
Yep.
Like you actually have to hear the entire thing. No, I know when I'm judging, I'm like, the first 30 seconds, I'm like, and now I'm judging. Oh, I sound terrible here. I swear I don't do that in my office. I'm not a very good friend, apparently. No. Dreaming. Oh, this is good. So I'm just reading the highlights that I did. This one. If you dream a lot with certain people, it may indicate a lack of commitment to knowing or appreciating them. At the very least, it's a statement that you don't value what they have to say very much.
Wow.
I am. Identifying. Everything you hear reminds you of something that you felt, done, or suffered. You're so busy with these exciting tales of your life that there's no time to really hear or get to know the other person.
Yes.
We experienced that one a fair amount in our circles.
Yes.
Advising, right? And here's the thing, you didn't hear the feelings and you don't acknowledge the person's pain.
Right.
So, not validating essentially. Sparring, this is what I can get totally caught up in. In fact, a lot of your focus is on finding things to disagree with. Actually, no, I don't do that. You take strong stands, are very clear about your beliefs and preferences. The way to avoid sparring is to repeat back and acknowledge what you've heard. Look for one thing you might agree with. Yeah, my kind of sparring is like that. Bit of the one-upping, but it's almost like a flirt thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right? The banter.
Yeah. Yeah.
A second type of sparring is discounting. Discounting is for people who can't stand compliments. Oh, I didn't do anything. What do you mean? It was totally lame. Nice of you to say, but nah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I see that one a lot.
Yeah, or I really like what you're wearing. And, okay, no, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's that one. And then they downplay. So they're not really listening to the compliment. They want to deflect it with I got it on sale for like, $2 or, it's
Yeah.
like, then my compliment is just now your listening is moved on.
Yeah, it's so true. Deflecting a compliment hurts because when somebody's complimenting you, they're gifting, right? And so if you don't take their gift, how do you feel when you don't get your gift received? Being right. Another block to listening. You'll go to any length, twist the facts, start shouting, make excuses, call up past sins to avoid being wrong. Derailing. This means that you continually respond to whatever is said with a joke or a quip in order to avoid the discomfort or anxiety in seriously listening to the other person. This one I see a lot. And placating. Right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I know. Yes, of course. Incredible.
Yeah.
Yes, Meg, compliments can be hard to accept. So here's the trick that I've learned with that one. When you hear the compliment, stop. Breathe, take a deep breath, and then ask yourself, is there any element of truth to their compliment? So, Meg, from what I remember of you, is you're a damn hard worker. And so if I was to say, you're a really hard worker and I admire your work ethic, is there an element of truth in that you could be like, you know what? I can own that. And then if you can, then you just say, thank you. So anyway, I want to see how that goes. Quickly, real listening is understand. You're listening to understand someone. You're listening to enjoy someone. You're listening to learn something, or you're listening to give help or solace.
If asked.
Yes. I have a friend who is a combo hog. I tune out very quickly, right? It's exhausting.
Yeah.
So it'd be really neat, Erin, if you can see, and Meg, family conversation hogs, rarely heard, talked over a lot. Ooh.
Brutal.
Yeah, in those moments to be able to see if you can validate what they're saying, because often they're not being heard, right? So it'd be like, wow, tell me more about that. You're engaging their conversation hogness for a second, but then if you can truly be like, I hear you, I get what you're saying, see if that kind of like settles them down, and then you can hopefully say something. Aw, gosh, people are making me cry today. Yay. I hope it's good tears.
Oh, I heard it as sad tears. I'm hoping it's happy tears.
I'm hoping it's happy tears. Our little kittens are sad tears over there because I think the boy is attacking the girl right now. And Meg, that's another thing. You have the biggest heart for all of your kittens and cats and your fosters. And you've gone through a hell of a journey, and you are strong and fighting. So just see if any of that, if you can be like, yeah, there's an element of truth there, and you take it and you say, thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I love it when y'all like talk with us. Thank you so much.
That's very good. Thank you for that. We like that communication.
Yes, I want to see the kittens. Do you want to take them over? Go for a little walk? Because we're kind of done.
Well,
are we not done? No? No.
Well, we are, I think. I don't know where they might be. They might not. They might be hiding.
But we'll try anyway. Okay, so, nicely done! You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to take us for a quick little journey. Are you coming, honey?
Yeah.
And trying not to show you all the mess that is going on. Let's see what's happening. And she's scurried away.
Yeah.
Aw, Erin too. Please. We'll hopefully be showing them more often. They are still settling into being up here because they're little farm cats that got rescued and are very, very scared. Yeah. So we are still trying to get them to be around. Oh, look at all the hearts now. The cat's got more hearts than us. Awesome. Okay, everybody. I hope that this has been helpful. And we will be back next week, probably with more communication stuff.
I think so. I think there's a lot more we can hit with that.
Yep. All right. Okay. Send us your stuff. Like, let us know, like, what are the things that you're running into? Thank you so much, Meg and Erin, for being on and interacting with us. That's super fun.
That's fun.
Love all the hots. Super lots. Very okay. Have an amazing weekend. We are going kayaking tomorrow down a river. And that's about all that we have planned right now. I hope you have an awesome weekend and practice listening to learn, enjoy, and be with the other person.
Exactly.
Aw. Thanks, Erin.
Thank you.
Thanks, Meg. Mwah. Mwah. Love to y'all. Bye.